This was the most terrifying and scariest day of our life. Captain decided to put the anchor close to Atlantic City Bridge under stormy weather. Even I was against. Weather forecast was saying wind speed over 60 miles per hour with high waves, and with high tide flood will be over 3 feet. With all the noises around, with waves and wind, we heard a huge noise around 9:30 at night, and we felt that is not normal, and we realized immediately that we were not on anchor anymore. This video about that shocking experience. Okay, we started the day with a pancake and maple syrup with a cafe, and it was raining. We decided to leave Atlantic City via Intercoastal Waterway to avoid the storm, but once we passed one of bridge, they said there is a bridge that already closed for the year. Then we had no choice and returned back to where we were and put the anchor back. Then we had only one option. It is to go through further south via Atlantic Ocean. We have to navigate around 60 kilometers to get to Cape May. Weather forecast is saying that we have 25 feet of waves on the ocean for the next couple of days. That is like a suicide. We're starting a small journey on a small boat, leaving our boat. Here you see the middle anchor chain and the both side the snubber cables. We put the anchor on the north side of the bridge because south side of the bridge it's open to the ocean.
Slide out, il y a le port qui s'ouvre sur le côté. Son dinghy doit être là-dedans.
This is where we were hiding behind of these the buildings for the first 2 nights. We came back to the yacht after marina visit for the second night in Atlantic City. We are waiting for the storms tonight, so however we are going to have our dinner. It's a fondue, some chicken, some prawns, pork. That night also went faster, even it was strong wind. When we wake up in the morning, it was low tide and still it was strong waves. Strong wind. Everything start changing when the water level start getting high with the high tide. Here you see I just came to film here because of the high tide there was a land around there, it all went off and there's no more land and water level was high and it became like a ocean. I prefer to go to a marina. Ah my dear Pierre, huge waves Pierre, c'est pas la petite waves, c'est bien grand.
Sujee.
Regarde Pierre, c'est très haut. Ah, ça frappe très fort. There was a land down there, but land was now flooded. And huge waves, and we feel like we are in the big ocean. We can't stay still on the thing because we are moving around. controlled by the wind and the waves.
La tire sur le bateau.
Oui, on ne peut pas prendre le risque ce soir. Et maintenant, on voit, on peut faire n'importe quoi si quelque chose arrive. Mais la nuit, Pierre, c'est pas pareil. On voit rien, c'est toutes les noirs. Oh, look at that. Wow. Oh, regarde Pierre. The wind.
Imaginez les gens qui ont des terrains privés puis qui tout ça, ça se ramasse sur leur terrain là.
Ah, regarde ça. Aïe, aïe, aïe. We are going to move the boat into another location as we have so strong wind here and it's not a good idea. It was around 5:30 p.m. so we came into the south side of the bridge and we can see the ocean clearly close by us. First few minutes we felt like this was a good idea because the waves was less than the where we were. Here you see where we put the anchor on the south side of the bridge. You see the wall with the rocks there, and it's around 2 feet high, but it is around 100 feet away from us. We felt that we were safer than where we were, but it didn't took long time for Pierre to regret that his decision to put the anchor. I made the fish curry and we are under the storm in Atlantic. I will show you outside.
This is a high wind warning along the Jersey shore, Jersey, and on up into the Hudson Valley. Not too much just yet. I mean, maybe a sprinkle or two showing up here or there, but it's going to take a little while. And
Hey, Brett, I'll start you with a live lookout in Manasquan Inlet. And get driven by these winds, 50 to 60 miles an hour already, and likely to get stronger through the night tonight into the day tomorrow. There's a high wind warning that goes until 6 a.m. tomorrow.
So after dinner, I went to bed around 9:15, and Pierre was offering me a sleeping tablet, and I refused as I didn't want to take a risk on sleeping if anything happened. Fortunately, I didn't took the pill, and when my eyes was closing, we heard a huge noise. It was not like same. Pierre also said I didn't like that noise, and then we were watching the same building that we going to left and right. And at that time we realized that building is not coming back. We went for the 2 feet low water. I told Pierre not to do this. Now we're trying to go to marina. I think anchor was broken and the anchor was here. Now we're trying to go into the marina.
Je vais y aller en avant.
Pierre, non, pas aller en face, les 2 pieds de l'eau.
Je vais tourner ici. On est sorti du courant.
Pour $300, Pierre, tu fais ça. We were so lucky that we heard when the anchor cable broke. When we get to the flying bridge, we were so close to hit the wall, and depth sounder was saying we were in 2 feet deep water. It was so difficult to get out from there as wind was pushing us to the wall and we were already in dangerous zone. If the bottom of the yacht hit the rock, imagine of getting into a situation there's nobody close to help and jump into the ice cold water middle of the storm. Next step was to follow the correct path to State Marina and find a quay. At the same time, I had to put 4 bumpers while yacht was swing left, right, with heavy rain with waves. It was so difficult to hold the boat on the side. It was so difficult to control in the marina because wind was pushing us into the dangerous zone, and if you do a small error, it can be damage the boat or maybe the lot of other boat around. Pierre was afraid to get into the marina and he was just going away with the wind into the no water zone. That was so scary. Finding a cave was so difficult than we thought as it was so dark. Il est dans la vanne, Pierre.
Oui, je le sais. Attends un peu, là.
Ici, on est encore.
La garde côtière, regarde, il y a des gros bumpers, là, blancs.
Pierre, on ne peut pas entrer là, Pierre. En face de toi, c'est 17 pieds, il a dit.
Parce que si je rentre là en arrière des gros bateaux, je pourrais pas, mais on ne sera pas capable. Avec le vent.
Pierre had a hard time to control the yacht, and we went to a quay, but wind was pushing us to the other side where a lot of expensive yacht around. So because of the wind, we back up again from that area, and then I saw another quay available just front of us and just before entering to the marina. Avance, je vais aller attacher derrière. Mon casque aussi volé. Continuez, fais attention, le mur pas frapper, ok?
Je vais essayer.
Je vais aller derrière. 45 minutes of struggling, so finally we managed to attach the boat into a quay. It was really difficult to attach the boat because the wind was pushing us away, and I had to jump into the quay and attach. Marina. It was terrible wind, terrible waves. Came to marina, we couldn't call anybody. It was not easy to come into the marina, and I think hit everywhere the boat outside. This is in Atlantic City where we were in the anchor. It was broken and we came to 2 feet low water, but fortunately there was a flood for 3-4 feet, and we were lucky not to go and hit on this wall here, and we got the boat after that and we came into the marina. It was not fun, as you see here. We were struggling a lot to get inside the marina because there's a lot of water current here and it's pushing us with the wind, and so finally we tried to go inside here and put here, but wind was pushing us. We couldn't do that. There's a lot of boat there. Finally we saw the space here, so we back up here and get inside. It's terrible wind. Without hitting them, coming to we were so lucky it happened around 9:30, not at midnight. If it happened later at night, maybe we were on sleep and don't know what will happen after. We are in the marina. Yesterday what happened, we had 2 cables like this. It's broke out. We have like this 2 in the both side, both of them broken. Then we had a chain was attached to this one, and that's gone also. Next mission was to search and buy a anchor and an anchor chain, but it wasn't easy. There was no available anchors, so we had to order for the delivery into a branch in Annapolis. It takes almost a week.